Hi folks, so in this video I'd like to expose who it was that was behind the anti-religious campaign in the Soviet Union. Now we know that Christians were persecuted heavily, Catholics were, Muslims were, pretty much everybody, every religion was targeted but Jews. Jews were held to high esteem and they were allowed to speak Yiddish, their own language. They were allowed to open up their own schools. They were given all kinds of opportunities in the Soviet Union. Well, they ran it. So, but did they run, like, were they responsible for the anti-religious campaign? That's a question, right? Let's take a look. You're going to see an organization's going to come up down here. Give me a moment. Okay, right here. In 1929, a resolution of the CPSU Central Committee called on the Komsomol to eliminate religious prejudice from its membership through mandatory voluntary political education. Note, this is not a typo. Voluntary did not mean allowing refusal to participate in Soviet legislative jargon. Coercive pressure was applied to members of trade unions and local party cells to join the League of the Militant Godless. What organization was that? So it states here that in 1930, the 16th Party Congress mentioned the duty of the party to help the emancipation of the masses from the reactionary influence of religion and called on the trade unions to correctly organize and strengthen anti-religious propaganda. And folks, this was the organization that was behind it. And I'll show you that. The League of Militant Atheists, literally the League of the Militant Godless or Society of the Godless or whatever, was an atheistic and anti-religious organization of workers and intelligentsia that developed in Soviet Russia under the influence of the ideological and cultural views and policies of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union from 1925 to 1947. It consisted of party members of the Komsomol youth movement, those without specific political affiliation, workers, and military veterans. The League embraced workers, peasants, pretty much everybody. It had its first affiliates at factories, plants, collective farms, and educational institutions. By the beginning of 1941, it had about 3.5 million members and 100 nationalities. Blah, 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 blah. It was guided by Bolshevik principles and of communist propaganda and by the party's orders with regards to religion. The League aimed at exterminating religion in all of its manifestations. Yeah, exterminating is a word that they chose to use here. Yes, when you look at the purpose here that it states, the purpose of this organization is the promotion of atheism and extermination of religion in all of its manifestations. Which is interesting, isn't it? Because you take a look at this individual, the founder, and what would his religion be? Let's take a look. Oh, and that's not his real name. Shit. Born Mine Israelovich. He's got Israel in his name. Gubelman. Okay? Was an ethnic Jewish Russian Bolshevik revolutionary. Yeah. Yeah, the audacity, right? The chutzpah of these parasites. Communist Party member, journalist, and historian. An atheist and anti-religious polemist, Yaroslavsky, that was his real last name, served as editor of the atheist satirical journal, I can't say it, and led the League of the Militant Godless organization. He also headed the anti-religious committee of the Central Committee. Yeah, he was born to a Jewish family. It goes on and on to who he is, and yeah, he was a prosecutor at the trial. Okay, he held quite a high position, folks, and I would love to know what this guy got up to. I tell you, it wouldn't be good. But Jews are behind it all, folks. They're behind it all.